Hi, second grade. Today we talked about coins and what coins look like and the value of each coin. So now a couple of your friends are going to tell you all about the coins that we learned about today.
Okay, what coin do you have?
I have the quarter
Okay, tell me about the quarter. How do you know it's a quarter? Who's on it?
because the first president is on it,
What's-
and his name is George Washington.
Okay,
There's an eagle on the back of it.
you show me. Okay, how much is a quarter worth?
A quarter is worth 25 cents.
So if you were to count to $1 with quarters, how would you do it?
You would say 25, 50, 75, and then $1.
Perfect, good job.
Hello, my name is Blake, and this is a quarter. It was made in 1998. It has, what do they call them?
Ridges.
Ridges on the side. Like,
Zoom up real close to it so they can see those ridges. Yeah.
like that. And
How much is a quarter worth?
a quarter is worth 25 cents, and the person's name is George Washington.
All right, show us your coin. And what coin do you have? What is that?
A penny.
How do you know? What's on it? Tell me about the penny.
I know it's a penny because it's copper, and he has there's Abraham Lincoln on it,
Okay, so this is Abraham Lincoln.
and on the back it is the Lincoln Memorial.
Good. How much is a penny worth?
1 cent.
So if you were to count a couple pennies, how would you count them?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Perfect. Good job. Okay, what coin do you have?
A dime, and this is Roosevelt, and it worth 10 cents, and on the back there's a torch and 2 branches.
So is that how you know it's a dime, by looking
Yeah.
at the back? Good job.
And how I remember that it's a dime, it has bumps on the outside of it.
Awesome. Okay, Carson, what coin do you have? Show
A
us.
nickel.
Okay, how do you know it's a nickel?
Because it has Thomas Jefferson, and it's worth 5 cents.
Okay, anything else?
That is houses on the back.
Awesome job.
Hey second graders, we are here because we are going to start counting money in second grade, and our learning target is we can count a group of coins to determine the amount. So Mrs. Douglas and I have a group of coins, and a group is when you have more than one coin, right?
Yes.
And sometimes, like when you're shopping or at a gas station getting snacks, they might give you change back, or you might have to pay because all you have is change. So you really need to know how to count those coins and figure out how much money you have, and that's what we're going to do. So let's try to count this group of coins. I can see we've got a penny,
Yes.
a couple of them actually.
Yeah.
We've
Couple
got some
dimes.
We've got some dimes, some quarters, and some nickels. And you guys have already learned what those coins are.
This kind of looks like my purse when I'm trying to find the change because it's
Yeah.
all mixed together. And it's really hard to count money when it's all just mixed together like this.
Yeah, and like when you go into the store and you have it all in your hand, you don't want to just hand it to them.
Right. So what I do is I organize by the biggest coins first. So what I would do is pull out my quarters first. So I'm going to
So do you mean like biggest in size, the biggest ones?
No, I mean biggest in value.
Oh,
And
so
I
how
know
much
that a
they're
quarter's worth 25. I know a penny's worth 1, a nickel's worth 5, and a dime's worth 10. So my quarters would come first because they are worth 25 cents. So
So the
I'm going to
biggest
put
value.
them up here together.
Okay, so I can see you got 2 quarters. I know it's next. I know the dime is next because these are only worth 5 and a dime's worth 10. So would you put the dimes next?
Yes.
I would put the dimes next too.
And then we would put the nickels because I know a nickel's worth 5 and a penny is worth 1. So we're going to put the nickels next.
Okay, here's another nickel.
And let's just move them down here.
And then the pennies, right?
Yeah.
So now I can say I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cents.
Well, no, because we talked about the values being different. These are worth 25,
Oh,
silly.
yeah. Okay, so we have to learn how to count and how to skip count by different values of each coin. So I'm going to write the values above because that sometimes helps me and it might help you guys. So you guys, these are worth 25, Mrs. Douglas said.
Yep. So I know when I count quarters, I have to count by 25s.
And dimes are worth 10 cents.
And it switches. So it goes from 25 to 10. So I have to switch my counting in my head now and start counting by 10s. Then I'm going to switch again and start counting by 5s. And then at the very end, I'm going to just count by 1s.
So we have to be really good skip counters.
Yes.
Okay, so I think I can do it.
Okay, let's try it.
Okay, so I'm going to say 25, and if I have another one, that's 50.
Yes.
And now I have to switch to counting by 10. So I have 50, and when I count by 10s after 50, it would be 60, then 70, and now I'm done.
No, I'm going to take over. Now we're at 70, and then we're going to start counting by 5. So 75, 80, 85. Then I have to switch again and start counting by 1s. 86, 87.
Perfect. So in the end, it all equals 87. And does it just look like 87?
You're forgetting something, I
What
think.
am I forgetting? My cent sign. Have you taught your kids, where does the cent sign go, before or after?
After.
So it does. 87 cents. Now there's also another way that you guys could write 87 cents, and that's with the dollar sign, and we just say we have $0 and 87 cents. Okay, so there's two ways to write it. Should we try counting maybe one more mixed group of coins?
I'm going to make a mixed group for you, and then I'm going to see if you can get it.
Okay,
Okay?
so I'm going to erase these because I know that they're all going to be different coins.
I'm going to mix these up really hard for you. See if you can get it. There you go.
Okay. So I liked what she said. When I go to the store, I'm going to think about how much money I have, and I'm going to do the biggest value first, not just the biggest coin. So the quarter's worth the most, 25. And then I've got my dime. Okay. And then my nickels. And then my pennies, right?
Nice job. You're on the right track.
Nice. So I'm going to label them because that really helps me, and it might help some of you. So I know this is 25. This one's worth 10, 5, 5, 5, 1, and 1. Okay, so I'm going to start with 25. Now I can't count by 25s anymore. I'm only adding 10 cents. So 25, 35. I'm done with the 10s. Now I got to switch to 5. So 35. I count by 5. What's next? 40, 45, 50. I got to stop. I'm going to switch to 1s. 51, 52. So I think I have 52 cents. Or I could write it like this. Did I get it right, Mrs. Douglas?
You are correct. No tricking
Awesome.
you.
So, you guys, when you do that, another thing you could do also is underneath, you could say, okay, right here I've got 25 cents. Now I've got 35 cents.
Yeah, you're
Now
just
I've
kind of
got
keeping
40.
track of your total as you go.
45 cents, 50 cents, 51, 52, just in case you lose track. So there's a really, really great way to keep track and shows how you are counting your money. All right?
So it's really important to put the biggest value first. So whenever you're counting money, make sure you start with the biggest coin value first and then ending with your smallest.
Good job. So you have a couple of things that you have learned today. You've learned the value of each coin, okay, the quarter, the dime, the nickel, and the penny, and you've learned how to count that group of coins to determine the amount that you have. All right.